Not all celebrities are fake, but there's a good handful. And yes, I'm talking about Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively. How do you have a whole entire legal battle going on right now after defaming a director and producer and trying to steal a whole entire project from him, but show up to SNL 50 like nothing ever happened? At this point, this is not just a bad PR move, okay? This is Ryan and Blake. And if you're waiting for me to say something nice about this whole entire situation, no, I don't think it was smart of SNL. No, I don't think it was smart of either of them to do this, okay? But her dress did look good. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna keep going. Not only was it weird for them to attend the SNL 50, but to partake in this skit, watch this.
How's it going?
Great. Why? What have you heard?
And if you're thinking, oh my gosh, Blake was even caught off guard by what her husband stood up and did, honey, they're actors. They are acting. This is acting. The only one who doesn't seem to be acting is Kevin Costner, the way he looked at Blake. But it gets worse, because did you know that Scarlett Johansson's stunning queen, look at her, the ex of Ryan Reynolds, her husband, works at SNL as a writer? I really hope they're not trying to steal his job.
That's awesome. Who else? Who else has a question?
I have a question.
Oh, hey, Ryan Reynolds.
Hi.
Hey. Ryan Reynolds, how's it going?
Great. Why? What have you heard? Yeah, okay. Well, my question is that, you know that the materials that they made the cone heads with, are those?
Everybody is being so mean to Blake Lively on social media. They're saying that she's petty and cruel and way too image conscious, and that all she cares about is money and power. And we have to be careful, because based on all those things, if those are true, and if Hollywood successfully ostracizes her, there's only one place left for her to go, right? Obviously, the Trump administration.
As like a casual viewer watching it purely for its entertainment value, I chuckled. When Tina and Amy asked Ryan, how are you? And he was like, good, what have you heard? I did. I let out a good guffaw. But as someone who's like paying very close attention to this legal clusterfuck they have found themselves in, I don't know if I would have recommended it. No. I mean, strategically, from a legal aspect, these people are supposed to be devastated, suffering, deep turmoil, emotional damages. Right. I could just see Brian Friedman pulling up that clip when he deposes Ryan Reynolds, asking, does this strike you as a man who's suffering from emotional damages? It just opens him up to an unfavorable line of questioning. Whether or not those questions are reasonable is besides the point. And if we're talking about the court of public opinion from a PR perspective, I would have told them to keep their mouth shut. Go. Be seen. Schmooze. But do not do a bit. Joking about the matter shan't help your Q score, and I know they are preoccupied with that. Personally speaking, I think those motherfuckers were stressed out. I doubt they had a good time. It was tense in that room. I think that us lay people are captivated by this shit show. Everybody in that room, all of their peers, they are refreshing that screen too. They are salivating. They're reading the headlines. They're watching these TikToks. To be in a room where you know that they know that you know that they know that you know. You know what I mean? That has to be awkward, because nobody can say anything. But I will say, Blake Lively sold being like an unbothered queen on that red black carpet. The second she walked into the actual event, she looked stressed. It was giving anxiety. You could see her reminding herself to smile. But she looked beautiful. She looked great. Stunning.
Even though Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds wanted it to seem like everyone enjoyed seeing them last night, that was allegedly not the case, according to a source. And I'm going to show you a video here in a second of an encounter that Blake Lively had with someone that had previously spoken out for her, but this encounter seemed very awkward, in my opinion. Now, Blake was pictured with several people, including, obviously, Paul Feig, which is the director of A Simple Favor, which is coming out very soon, and has clearly taken up for her multiple times. Wait till you see this really awkward encounter. But apparently, according to sources, people were asking who told them to come, talking about Blake and Ryan. Now, according to the same source, it does seem like Justin's name never came up in any conversation, that they were seen leaving with Paul McCartney and skipping the after party. Now, Amy Schumer, who had posted I Believe Blake, when this all first started, this is the encounter in this video, and to me, it looks very awkward, but you can let me know what you think.
Looks like SNL might be Team Justin after all.
Hello, column. Notice anything different about me?
Oh, are you pregnant?
Wow. You just assume I'm pregnant just because I have a baby inside me. That's misogynistic.
Well, congratulations. We're so happy for you, and it's nice to see you.
Oh, is it nice, Michael? Yeah, is it nice?
Looks like they were taking notes from Blake's interviews. Honestly, any joke beats this one.
I just need to know who told Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds that this was the move. I didn't even watch the SNL 50-year anniversary yet, but I've seen this clip going viral. So Tina Fey and Amy Poehler ask for questions in the audience. Ryan Reynolds gets up. His wife Blake Lively is sitting right next to him. And they ask him, Ryan Reynolds, how's it going? And he says, great. Why? What have you heard? And of course, they're referencing the whole Justin Baldoni, Blake Lively lawsuit and created a smear campaign against her. One thing that's very odd to me is A, joking about this in the first place. I could not imagine my husband getting up on national television to basically re-traumatize me in front of America and my peers. And I'm not saying that Blake didn't know that this was going to happen, because I feel like she definitely did. But who from their team was like, yeah, this is a great idea. Go ahead and joke about this $1 million lawsuit that you're both heavily involved in. Like, I don't even know how in your mind you would think that this was a good idea, because currently on the internet, it's not landing right.
Why? What have you heard?
You are currently in a legal battle that you started regarding being essayed on a movie set, amongst other horrible things that you claim happened to you. And you're on Saturday Night Live joking about it? I don't know which of your publicists thought this was a good idea. This makes you look like more of a liar. You said to the judge that you can't even leave your house because you're so distraught. This move will look horrible for you in court. And if you thought for 1 second that this is going to improve your public image, you both are more delusional than we thought. You started this war, void of context, actual receipts, and the truth. Justin Baldoni is ending this war by doing everything right, providing full context, the real receipts, and full truth. They barged in while you were breastfeeding and you felt extremely uncomfortable. Come to find out, you invited them in while you were breastfeeding. Asking about your weight when there's a full lift scene in the movie. When someone has a bad sciatica, that's called being professional. Not fat shaming. You're the one who actually fat shames other people.
First of all, congrats on your little bump.
Congrats on your little bump.
It made me want to quit my job. I felt really horrible afterwards.
You are a nasty, vile human being. Your track record is awful. And I actually love that you pulled this latest move, because as you continue to double down, we continue to see you for exactly who you are.
Ryan Reynolds was at the SNL 50th celebration just yucking it up with Amy Poehler and Tina Fey. I'm sorry, did Ryan Reynolds forget that he's supposed to be in the midst of a case where his wife was... Does Ryan Reynolds not remember that he's in the middle of trying to destroy someone's life? It's almost as if he's behaving like he knows those things aren't true, and he's just trying to save his reputation by being snarky and quirky like always. Can you at least pretend, Ryan Reynolds? You are, in fact, an actor. I'll tell you who didn't forget to act. That's his wife, Blake Lively. Look at her reaction.
How's it going?
Great. Why? What have you heard?
That's either Blake Lively not knowing her husband was going to do his stupid-ass shtick, or her putting on the performance of a lifetime to be like, wait, this is a serious situation. Why are you joking? Regardless, don't miss our boy Kevin Costner here. He went full John Dutton. Looks like he's got a chew in, just leaning over, being like, what are those two assholes up to? Rip, go take them to the train stop. Either all of those horrible things did happen to his wife and him making a joke about it is absolutely crazy, or this behavior right here is just letting the world know that they know it's not real. Either way, fucking assholes.
Great. Why? What have you heard? That was so funny, Ryan. That was worth you guys coming out of hiding for. Now it is up for debate whether or not Blake was in on this whole skit. I've seen mixed reviews. What are your thoughts? Ryan really needed to make their big night all about them. He did not look happy. Oh, to be a fly on the wall as they were reading through the comments. They really thought this was the comeback of the year.
This is so cringe. This is so cringe. He put her on blast. He let everyone know how much he hates his wife. I mean, you literally cannot come and tell me that he loves his wife and he wants to protect his wife. Apparently, she had problems on that set. Something about SA or, it's not true, but apparently she has told him that story. And he made a joke of it. And that is what lets everyone know that he hates his wife so much that was not even a part of his script, and he refused to, read out from his script and made his own version and put his wife on blast. in front of everyone, not only the important people that were sitting there with them, but also with millions of people that were going to watch. Still don't understand how he thinks he's funny. I don't get it. He's not funny. He hates his wife. And what really, I don't feel bad for her, but I did feel bad for her reaction because she did not see it coming. She had such fear in her eyes and she was so afraid. And a life partner isn't supposed to make you feel that way. A life partner is supposed to make you feel safe. For years, I think people like Ryan, who have wives, think that every single situation can be turned into a joke. And it can be a light-hearted moment. It is not that way. Sometimes you just protect your wife, and sometimes you both just stay at home and let SNL be SNL, and that is it. They came to such a beautiful place which had such beautiful memories and hard work, and they just made it about themselves. Such great PR, and I don't know who these PR people are who are really letting them know, okay, this is a good plan, this is a good idea, go forward, do whatever you want to do. I don't get these people. What was the point? The point was to humiliate them more, and the worst thing about this is people hate them even more. They thought, and this whole PR that they were doing, they thought that this was going to change the narrative and let everyone know that we are okay, everything is fine. And they thought wrong, as always. The world doesn't revolve around them, and something about that is not sitting well. They are not understanding this. And how many wake-up calls they need to completely understand this, I will never know. But they refuse to come out of their bubble. This is what happens when you have family or friends who are surrounded by yes ma'am, yes sir, yes ma'am, yes sir. They don't know reality. And reality is harsh. Reality is very real with consequences. I used to be around yes ma'am, yes sir people and refuse to say those things to someone. So that is my rant for these delusional people who live in their own bubble. I really want to know what you guys think about this and what you have to say about this. And I'm pretty sure you have a lot to say about this. It's pretty obvious. But until the next video, guys, I have too much to cover. Especially about SNL, there's just too much. And I completely agree with these TikTokers and Instagram accounts who are speaking so much about it. They are never going to change and they have dug themselves the biggest hole. And the worst thing about all of this is we have to sit and evaluate all this and judge them. I don't mind judging people. I really like judging people. But these people are constant reminders for me that I need to stay away from people like Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. These are horrible people, and people like these exist everywhere. And sometimes even we become them, but we have to understand the world does not revolve around us. Just be good people and move on. So until next time, guys, I really hope you like this video. Please do like, share and subscribe, and I will come back to you with more information and more juice about these two. Until then, bye.